Well, it's almost massive news for a lot of people today that broke that in the Isle of Man, the old plastic £1 notes are going to be no longer available, and worse than that, won't be actual legal tender. That goes along with the 50p note, which I didn't even think was still around, but we thought we'd come down to see Richard Butt, editor of Isle of Man newspapers, not only because it is going to be a great story for you, because this will get people talking. There'll be a lot of people upset about this, first of all.
We had a long chat about it in the newsroom this morning. I'm sure people are going to be interested in it. They all remember the plastic pound note, and it made headlines throughout the world. I think it was the first plastic note in the whole world 30 years ago.
And we'll come back to that in a second. Secondly, the reason I picked you is cue the wallet. You can see this. Richard takes this around with him everywhere. It's quite a talking point, isn't it? Because you actually keep one of the originals.
One of the originals.
There we go. And they've got one on the screen as well.
Yeah.
Tell us the history, first of all.
Well,
what do you remember?
It's a sentimental reason why that's in my wallet, actually. When my grandfather died in 1997, we looked in his wallet and he had several of these, and we all took one each. So
right.
That's a reminder of my granddad, really, apart from anything else. So I keep that in my wallet at all times. So that's very sentimental, as I said, but it's also an interesting part of, well, Mike's history, isn't it?
Yeah.
That pound note, if that was made in 1983, would have been worth a lot of money, I guess, in today's terms. I mean, I remember going, when I first started drinking properly, a pint of Oakles was 64p, and that would have been when I was 18, so that's a couple of years before that. So I dare say that bought 2 pints. Now you'd be spending around about nearly a fiver for 2 pints of bitter in a Manx pub. So that's quite, the value of money has changed considerably in those 30 years.
Because there was green and there was purple, wasn't there?
The purple one? This is
purple?
the paper one.
The paper one.
Which is still in circulation and isn't going to be taken out of legal tender.
Why is that?
I've no idea. We're looking into that for the stories we're running in the Examiner, and we'll do something in the Courier as well for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, good plug for that. Because seriously, I mean, people will find these everywhere. They kept them all, and not that they're ever going to cash them in, but I think the Treasury is saying there's like £300,000 of money that's in circulation, which seems like good news, isn't it? That it takes it out of circulation, therefore it's in the government's coffers.
I dare say, but actually, if you go on eBay or somewhere like that, other auction sites exist. You can actually, we did it on our site, on our story online, and we found these are going on eBay for about £18. There's £18 there to bid one of these. So actually,
the green ones.
The green ones. Mm-hmm. If that's in your wallet, you could have quite a lot of money in your pocket without realising it. Don't just spend it as a pound.
50p note? I don't suppose you've got one of those in your wallet?
I sadly haven't got a 50p note in my wallet, no, but I thought they'd gone out years ago, but they're still legal tender, and so is a 10 shilling note, which is phenomenal, because decimalisation was 1971, so we're talking 42 years ago, so whoever's got a 10 shilling note would be astonishing. In fact, the Isle of Man must be the last place in the world where pre-decimalised currency is still available, well, still spendable.
It just seems. I wonder why they're doing it this time. We'll probably find out eventually why they've called time on it now.
Yeah, we're doing a feature about it. We don't actually know the reason why, but I guess it's time marches on, doesn't it?
So Courier will have something, but the Examiner on Monday will be the big one for that, of course.
We're doing a page feature on it, yes. So we're going to look at that and find out how actually having our own money actually helps the Manx economy.